8 minutes to 9 on your home of the hottest hits, Chilli. You've got until next Wednesday to vote for Apple for the Teacher at chillifm.com.au. Thanks to Harvey Norman as well, your local Launceston superstore, and Theatrics. It's always good. Just Imagine Theatre are presenting Lotus on the 30th of September at the Earl Arts Centre. And joining us from the show is Amanda and Romana. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Wonderful to see you. And tell us about the Just Imagine School, Amanda. So, how long have you been doing it, and have you been involved with the theatre community for a while now?
I've been around the theatre community approximately 10 years. That's how long Romana's been on stage for.
Oh, wow.
So this year, though, the school's been around 10 years. So this year I had the opportunity to actually buy the school, and I bought the school because I just love the theatre. There's something magical about being at the theatre and being on stage, and I just get high off the theatre. So it's the best natural high you can ever get. It's hanging out at the theatre. It's just amazing.
Oh, that's really cool. I love that you're doing something that you're so passionate about.
Yeah, and I just want to help support our local talent, because the talent around here is just amazing.
Yeah.
And I just want to do something to help them get started, and that's where the concept for the show came along. It's part of a new program I'm introducing that allows us to actually help connect young actors with people who've got a bit more experience and mentor them and give them a chance to grow.
I think that's
fantastic.
great. For a man who was a thespian from way back and treaded the boards, it's developing young artists into who they become, isn't it? Like their careers as well.
Yeah.
And huge talent from out of Launceston, and Romana is one of them. Now, Romana, what is your character in the show?
My character is a girl named June. She's sisters with the other girl in the show, Chloe. And she's a bit more childish of the two sisters. She's the younger one. She's a bit of a creative, artsy type person. She wants to leave the shed that they're stuck in because of the post-apocalyptic whatever natural disaster that's happened. And her sister Chloe doesn't want to, and the play just sort of unfolds around that disagreement and the tensions that happen inside the shed.
That
Sounds
really
familiar. Sounds like 2020, really.
That probably is a good analogy for 2020.
It's probably the exact same thing.
Romana, how do you get into character to play a role like this one? Because it's not something that you can have a great deal of experience around.
So what we do is we basically work on developing character. Like we could work on what sort of physical motions my character might do, how her voice might be said. I'm bad at words.
No, I understand.
For example, because my character's sort of a lighter character, in my voice I work on lightening my tone a little bit. And it's just all these little intricacies and little things that put together that I can do that help develop the character and move it away from me.
Wow, that's amazing. You can tell your experience is clearly coming through, because I don't know anything about acting. I'm certainly not one. But sitting here listening to you speak about that, is it difficult to do, though?
It can be sometimes. It depends on how, different to myself the character is.
Sure.
But with this particular play, I'm not finding it too difficult, because Imogen, who wrote the play, she sort of wrote the characters specifically for myself and our other actress, Maddie. So, yeah.
That's cool.
That's her directing debut as well with Imogen, and she's one of the people that works here as well. Oh, she's done a few things?
Imogen actually was nominated earlier this year for the Tasmanian Theatre Awards for her directorial debut of Iron over at IO Performance.
Oh,
wow.
yes. IO Performance are unreal. Grace and, Jackson there. Chris, that's his name. That's his last name's Jackson for sure. So Imogen is unreal as a director. And tell us about, this is obviously a COVID event. What's the seating going to be like?
The seating is the way it's been described to me by Theatre North is because everything has to go through there, and there's so much you've got to go through to make it all COVID safe, because we want people back at the theatre. We want audiences to feel safe. So the seating is basically a checkerboard seating. So you won't be sitting directly next to each other, but you'll be able to book tickets in groups of people who are spaced, sort of thing. So you'll be able to sit near people, but you won't be right next to each other like you normally would.
Okay.
Which is actually going to work for what we want, because we want just that small, intimate feeling.
Yes, definitely. So when is opening night?
30th of September.
That's exciting.
So that's Wednesday next week.
Yes.
So we're on the countdown. We're excited.
You nervous, Romana?
Oh, a bit.
A little bit.
Right.
That's the way. Well, chookers out there. Theatrenorth.com.au for tickets. But Amanda and Romana, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
From the Just Imagine Theatre School.